The city quakes under the weight of Omni-Man's wrath. Skyscrapers crumble as he streaks through the skyline, smashing windows with shockwaves of his flight. The streets below are filled with screams, sirens, and chaos. People scatter, diving for cover as the Viltrumite hovers above, surveying them with disdain. To Omni-Man, humanity is fragile, expendable beneath him. He seizes a man by the collar, lifting him high in the air above the smoking city. The victim flails, pleading for his life, but Omni-Man's lips curl into a cruel smirk. Without hesitation, he lets go, casting the man towards certain death. But before the man can even fall 10 stories, a blue and red streak cuts across the skyline. Superman appears in a flash, cradling the man securely before setting him down gently on the street below. The crowd gasps in relief, hope piercing the terror like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. Superman looks up, his cape snapping in the wind, and his eyes narrow on Omni-Man. This is no ordinary confrontation. This is a clash of titans, two of the strongest beings in existence, one fueled by compassion and responsibility, the other by domination and a ruthless code of conquest. In this video, we will analyze the strengths and abilities of both Superman and Omni-Man, two of the most powerful beings in comic book history. We'll explore what makes each of them such formidable fighters, the unique qualities that set them apart, and the factors that could give either one the edge in battle. Then we'll step into a hypothetical showdown between these two titans to see how the clash might unfold. Make sure to stick around until the end, where we will determine who would ultimately come out on top in this epic battle. Omni-Man is no stranger to overwhelming power. As a Viltrumite, his physiology makes him nearly indestructible. His strength has allowed him to tear through armies, destroy fleets of warships, and reduce cities to rubble with his bare hands. His speed rivals the fastest projectiles, and his endurance is legendary, fighting for days without pause, surviving wounds that would annihilate any mortal. He heals rapidly, and his experience as both a warrior and a conqueror makes him as cunning as he is brutal. Yet what may be Omni-Man's most dangerous quality is his mindset. He fights not with restraint or compassion, but with ruthless efficiency. To him, mercy is weakness, and hesitation is death. Superman, on the other hand, is the symbol of hope. His Kryptonian heritage grants him power drawn from Earth's yellow sun. His strength can move planets, his speed allows him to cross the globe in seconds, and his senses grant him an awareness of danger before it even arrives. His invulnerability rivals Omni-Man's, but unlike the Viltrumite, Superman's powers expand with the depth of the sun's radiation, meaning he can grow even stronger with time and exposure. His breath can extinguish fires or freeze objects solid, his heat vision can cut through steel like butter, and his intelligence and moral compass guide him to use his abilities not to dominate, but to protect. If Omni-Man is a weapon honed for conquest, Superman is a guardian forged by compassion. The advantage of raw savagery belongs to Omni-Man. He will strike first, hardest, and without hesitation. His willingness to kill gives him an edge in brutality, as he won't hold back against Superman. He's also experienced in dismantling civilizations, knowing how to exploit hesitation, compassion, or sentimentality. In many fights, Omni-Man wins before the first punch lands, simply by overwhelming his opponent with sheer mercilessness. Superman, however, holds an advantage in scope of power. While Omni-Man is strong enough to obliterate cities, Superman's feats reach cosmic levels, lifting continents, surviving nuclear explosions, and fighting beings who threaten entire worlds. His speed eclipses even Omni-Man's, often compared to the speed of light. Beyond physical power, Superman has the tactical intelligence to adapt mid-battle and the resilience of spirit to endure when others would break. He does not kill unless absolutely necessary, and that restraint can sometimes put him at risk against enemies who do not share the same code. And now, let's imagine how a fight between Superman and Omni-Man might play out, to determine who would most likely win. If you are enjoying this video, We release weekly videos like this one, pitting iconic characters against each other to determine who would win. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next Who Would Win video. Omni-Man hovers above the city, sneering down at Superman. Superman rises to meet him, his voice calm but firm.
You've done enough. This ends now.
You think you can stop me? These people are nothing, ants clinging to a crumbling anthill. Step aside or I'll tear you apart.
You can try, but I won't stand aside, and I won't let you hurt them.
Omni-Man doesn't respond with words. He lunges, his fist a blur as it collides with Superman's jaw. The shockwave shatters nearby windows, sending cars flying down the street. Superman staggers back, caught off guard by the sheer force, but quickly steadies himself. Omni-Man presses the attack, blow after blow, his fists a storm of fury. Superman blocks, absorbs, and weathers the assault, his eyes glowing red with restrained heat. With a sudden burst, Superman counters, striking Omni-Man in the chest and sending him hurtling through a skyscraper. The building collapses in a thunder of steel and concrete. Superman follows, tackling him mid-air, dragging him into the upper atmosphere. The two collide again and again, each impact shaking the skies like thunderclaps. Omni-Man snarls, slamming his forehead into Superman's face. He drives Superman down, smashing him into the ocean with enough force to raise a tidal wave that batters the coastline. Beneath the water, they grapple like gods at war, tearing through trenches, displacing entire schools of fish as the sea boils around them. But Superman refuses to yield. He rockets upward, dragging Omni-Man with him, and launches him into orbit. For a moment, the battle turns silent as the Earth glimmers below. Superman unleashes a blast of heat vision, searing across Omni-Man's chest, forcing a roar of pain from the Viltrumite. Enraged, Omni-Man retaliates with a flurry of punches that drive Superman across the curve of the planet, each strike igniting the atmosphere like meteors. The fight returns to the city where it began, now scarred and broken by their battle. Omni-Man grabs Superman by the cape and slams him into the pavement, creating a crater that swallows entire city blocks. He raises his fist for a killing blow, eyes blazing with fury. Superman catches his fist mid-swing, his eyes, calm and unwavering, lock on Omni-Man's. With a surge of strength, Superman pushes back, rising from the crater. His aura radiates like the sun itself, his power fueled by resolve and the light of 1,000 lives counting on him. Blow by blow, Superman begins to overwhelm Omni-Man. His strikes grow faster, harder, until the Viltrumite can barely defend himself. A final uppercut sends Omni-Man hurtling into the sky, crashing down miles away in a desolate wasteland outside the city. Omni-Man struggles to rise, coughing blood, defiance flickering in his gaze. Yet he knows he's been beaten. Superman descends, standing tall over his fallen opponent. But he knows Omni-Man is far from finished. In a blur of speed too quick for even the Viltrumite to react, Superman unleashes a relentless flurry of punches. Strike after strike rains down, each blow landing with earth-shaking force that shakes the ground beneath them. With one final strike, Omni-Man collapses under the onslaught, knocked unconscious by the unyielding power of the Man of Steel. Superman turns, flying back toward the ruined city, ready to help rebuild what was broken. Behind him lies a beaten warrior who, despite all his strength, could not overcome the unyielding spirit of hope. So who wins in this titanic battle? Omni-Man possesses savagery, skill, and immense power, but his strength is bound by the limits of his Viltrumite biology and his reliance on fear and brutality. Superman's powers transcend those limits, extending into realms Omni-Man cannot match. More importantly, Superman fights not just for himself, but for every life in danger. That selflessness is his greatest strength. In the end, it's not only Superman's superior power, but his unwavering moral compass that ensures he triumphs. Omni-Man is left humbled, a would-be conqueror defeated not by fear, but by the very hope he tried to crush. Superman stands victorious. Do you want to see Superman face off against other characters like Thanos or the Hulk? If so, then you should check out some of the other videos on my channel like this one. We post weekly videos pitting iconic characters against each other to determine who would win. Make sure to subscribe and check out the link in the comments below to watch more.